spooky. We're getting closer and closer to Halloween.
So we figured, why not do some things on your own? Mix it up. Who needs those regular miniature candies when you can have some really awesome gourmet treats?
That's right. And also, it's always impressive when someone eats something and they're like, where did you get these? And then you say, I made it
Little place
myself.
called My Kitchen.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So here to show us how to make some homemade caramels is personal chef Bill. He is from chefbill.com, and you're here to show us how to make homemade caramels.
Homemade caramels, because while it's so great to open up that little paper or plastic packet and empty out the candies, when you make them yourself and you see how simple it is to make it yourself, you say, oh, why didn't I do this before? And especially if you're having a Halloween party, people would just go, wow.
And
so,
I already did say, wow, you offered me a piece, and it's like the best caramel I've ever had. It's so good.
And it's so easy to make. That's one of the great things about it. So I'm just going to jump right in and stop my little timer here, because I've got, first thing you really do need is a candy thermometer. And that's going to tell you exactly what temperature is that you want to have. So for this one, it's actually just 2 steps. First, I'm bringing some corn syrup, not to be confused with high fructose corn syrup, but corn syrup,
so there is a
sugar, and water.
difference. There
is a difference. The high fructose is processed more, and it's, well, they put hydrogen in it, but that's a whole nother.
I was going to say, that's a whole show in and of itself right there.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. This is going to really bubble up. This is actually part of the fun part of this. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just going to pour it in there and see how it's just going crazy like that.
Now, what are you pouring in?
I'm pouring in a combination of cream and butter. And this is what makes us going from just a whole bunch of sugar to caramel. It's the cream and butter that really makes it.
Oh, no wonder why it's so good. Sugar, cream, and butter.
I know. It's got everything I want. How does it get this color
I was just thinking that.
Well, you know, you've heard the word, caramelized, like caramelized onions. And it's bringing out the sugars. And
so as sugar's brown, as does the caramel.
Right, and this is so screaming hot right now that you know how hot melted cheese is when you have a grilled cheese that burns the roof of your mouth?
Oh, yeah.
This would go right through your hair follicles. This is so hot.
That's the comparison, right?
That's completely the comparison. So what's going to happen is now, I've just lowered the temperature way down, but now it's going to come back up to about 275, about to 300 degrees.
And you continue,
No, I don't have to stir it anymore. I just want to mix everything, and now we just leave it. And so this is, again, where the candy thermometer comes in handy, is that the color is going to change. It's going to take a little while longer than we have for this segment. It's going to take about 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and it's going to turn this brown color.
So this is the next step right here, something like this.
Well, actually, what you want to do is you want to take either an 8x8 pan for this recipe, or this is a little bit longer. And then we're going to pour it into, I've got parchment paper here.
And you pour the contents onto it.
Right, and that's what's going to...
Is it greased?
I put butter spray on there. You can butter or Pam spray. I put some spray on. Now that's going to sit there for a little bit. And so you're going to want to let it sit for about 2 hours. You don't want to refrigerate it, because then it's going to turn hard as a rock. But what's going to happen is it's going to turn all nice and soft, as you see here, how easy it is to cut through that, like soft caramel. And then you can, whatever shapes you want to cut it into, or whatever length. I like to go this kind of length, because then you take just some wax paper and you just kind of wrap it up almost like you would in the store, and then twist the ends.
And you know what's a bummer about this?
Ooh.
Good luck if you try to go out on Halloween night and give those away to kids. Parents won't let you eat them.
Not at all. That's why it's fun to have, if you're in your home, you're having a party or something like that, that's a great way to do it. Just looking at, see how it's already turning color.
This is great.
And that's going to keep on going.
And think of the possibilities. If you can make this on your own, you might not be able to talk for a good while. It's all right, Chef Bill and I, we'll chat.
And the great thing about this is, if depending on your dental plan, if you have some loose fillings, these will bring them right out.
There you go. So it's good for you.
So it's healthy.
Is it caramels or caramels?
Yes. It depends on your pronunciation.
Okay, good. So I'm not wrong either way.
Oh, you're never wrong, Ashley.
If you can do this, and you can make your own chocolate, then it's a whole world of fun, because you could make caramel wrap, chocolate wrap, everything.
And there's so much to think about caramel, is that it really is the foundation of so many candies, toffees, sort of almost a butterscotch kind of thing, and it's what you do with the sugars. So in this case, you've got a nice soft caramel. If you want it to be hard as a rock caramel, what you can do, just keep on cooking it, and it's going to do that, and or pop it in the fridge straight away, and it'll really harden up. But this way, it's that nice chewy thing that everybody
Don't
just
change
loves.
a thing.
Oh, I'm not changing
Do
anything.
with this. Oh.
So, Chef Bill, give us a little preview. Yeah, Ashley, why don't you eat as much as you can in the next 30 seconds? What's happening on our show today?
Well, we're going to continue with the sweet tooth, because it's all about sugar, so you won't be sleeping for days.
Dentists are watching, they're in luck.
Yes, because from here we're going to be going on to candy apples. And not to be confused with caramel apples, which are similar, but the candy apples have the crunchier outside, and finishing up with bark, which is a chocolate with all kinds of stuff thrown on top.
awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
man.
Stay tuned. Also.